So what is the best way to make money for the year 2012?
I mean, that's the only trick I know is buy stocks. I mean, which has not worked in last 1 year, one and a half years. But I mean, if you look at last 10 years, 15 years, I think the equity guys have made the maximum money. I mean, if you look at the bonds, I mean, broadly you must have made 7-8% pre-tax. Gold, of course, has been a surprising item, but nobody has huge allocation of gold in their portfolio. Real estate is a different ball game. So I think equity remains this thing, and it's a buyer's market. Valuations are reasonable. I mean, you can keep fighting whether 12 times is right or not, or 13 times is right or not, but it is nowhere close to 20, 25 times, 30 times.
And given the way how macros have moved for Indian economy, you are in no hurry to cut your personal allocation to equity, because what I understand is that 80% of your wealth directly, indirectly is connected with equities.
Yeah, so still allocation is in equities only, and I think we still have great opportunity to make money in if we buy good businesses, great businesses at reasonable. See, this is the time when you can buy terrific businesses at reasonable prices.
I mean, you will never business which is available at a reasonable price. Give us an example.
So, yeah. So, like say HDFC Bank. Let's discuss this. HDFC Bank is the best, one of the best banks India has ever seen in private sector. Best productivity, best yield on the assets, very predictable growth rates of 28-30% for 30, 40, 50 quarters, and very good accounting, no crazy asset class or anything like that. So, I mean, this kind of bank growing at about 30%, today you can get it for 21 times, 22 times P.
It is 4 times book as well.
Yeah, 4 times book, of course, but the price to book will look high purely because your this thing P multiples are high, and P multiples are linked to your growth rates and reasonably high payouts of the bank. So I think and P is also linked to the visibility of the earnings growth. I mean, you have fairly large visibility, long visibility of earnings growth for the bank. So this bank was much more expensive, say a year back and things like that. Now because of the markets have come down, or markets are depressed, the earnings growth in the current year has not been rewarded by the bank. So what has happened is the stock price is not very much lower than the all-time high, but earnings have caught up with the valuation, and valuation is looking at 20, 21 times. So if somebody wants to make 20, 21%, 22% return for extended period, I think this is a good bet.
Is HDFC Bank one of the stocks which is there on your radar, or you already have started investing in it?
No, I have not. Yeah, I mean, in portfolios we have bought, but and it's always been on the radar. It's always been on the radar. So you have to methodically go one by one, because there are 50, 100 good stocks. I mean, great stocks, I would say. But those stocks, everybody wants to have in their portfolios. I mean, so-called blue chips, everybody wants to have in their portfolio. The only issue is the valuation. They are never available at reasonable prices. So like I would give example even Nestle. I mean, that's our old subject. You know, now it is available at 4,000 bucks, 4,000, 4,100. But P multiple this December they will earn about 100, 102 rupees.
So what is a good price to buy Nestle? Anything sub 4,000?
I think, yeah. I mean, if you can get it for, I mean, very quickly, if you can get it for 3,700, 3,600, it will be terrific. I mean, 30p for the 2012 should be a very good purchase price.
Last time when we interacted with you on this very forum about 3 months ago, your thought was that anything sub 1,000 rupees was a great buy for Maruti. Maruti is now available sub 1,000.
Yeah.
Is Maruti a good buy?
I think so. It's a good buy. Now, to get this kind of stocks in these prices, I mean, Maruti is available for what about 20,000 crores?
About $4 billion.
Yeah, so something like that. So the issue is that I mean, of course, Maruti has gone through its own pain of high yen valuation, the strike, the loss in the volumes, and now high interest rate and slowing down of the auto at home. But as the it's a cyclical, on the cyclical and durable. But the first point of consumer discretionary this thing, and they have 40-45% market share. So I think still there is no match for Maruti in India, if you look at it. And hence my sense is that if you want to play the cyclical for the next round of 3, 4, 5 years, Maruti is going to be a great bet.
The strategy which has worked for 2011 has been dividend, diversification, in defensives. What is the strategy which could work for next 2 to 3 years?
I think we have seen that the cyclicals which have been beaten down to death, absolutely. Like say SBI has, I mean, in 12 months you see the high and low of 3600 and 1700.
40% down this year.
Yeah, 45% down this year, which is, I mean, now I start thinking whether 3600 was right or 1600 or 1700 is right. You know.
So what is right?
I think maybe the right price was somewhere in between 2800 or something like that. But now current price is definitely reasonable. You know, if one understands SBI and likes SBI's franchise and thinks that there is a future for this bank, I think SBI could be another bet in terms of trying to make best out of the cycles.